there to enjoy it. The final score, City back in the groove. City 5, Norwich 0.
Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. What an afternoon it has been here at the Etihad. Manchester City beating Norwich 5-0. My name's Kyle Walker. I'm joined by Richard Dunn and Darren Huckabee. Darren, what a performance from Manchester City. From minute one, they were relentless. They were attacking. They weren't afraid to go for it and put on a show for the fans back here at the Etihad.
Yeah, if you're a Man City fan, it's a perfect result.
Yeah.
You know, your attackers got goals. You looked threatening. Didn't really have to do much defending. From a Norwich point of view, you just glad it's over and you need to get yourself back on that motorway.
Yeah, definitely a 6-hour car journey back to Norwich there for those fans and for the players. But for all of the Man City fans that were here at the Etihad, it's been a long journey to get back here. It was great to have the fans back. They were in full voice, and the boys in blue, they put on a show for them, Richard.
They were fantastic. From the first minute, they never relented. I think we've seen even there the manager having a go at Cole Palmer in the last minute to get back and win the ball, and that's the intensity that they played the whole day with. I thought from the goalkeeper all the way through the team, they just so good. Just technically, they're so good, and they could have been 7 or 8 or 9 goals today. It's brilliant.
Now, we saw that Gabriel Jesus, he was relentless on those wings. We've seen him obviously play as a striker, but out there on the wings, he was causing danger from that first half, causing an own goal as well after 7 minutes. Unfortunate for Tim Krul just there, but what can you expect when Gabriel Jesus is putting those balls in?
Yeah, excellent performance from him. You know, probably under a bit of pressure with all the talk about the centre-forward coming in. But that's what you got to do. You got to prove your worth on the pitch. And was it 3 assists in the man of the match? You can't do much more without scoring. So excellent from him.
It definitely was. And then we got Jack Grealish. It was a home debut for him. The fans were singing his name. They were on their feet. And then he gets a goal on that debut, Richard. What a start.
Yeah, that's what he would have wanted, to be involved in some goal action, whether it be a goal or assist. And he was fortunate enough. He was in the right place and the ball basically just hit him and it went in. But that's what you need, and it's about understanding what Pep wants and being in the places that you're supposed to be, and he was on that occasion.
Yes, it was. And then we go in at half-time. He saw 2-0. We come out the second half, and again, Manchester City, relentless is the word I'm going to keep on using. I'm Rick Laporte. He gets the header off a corner. That is saved, and then he follows it up with a striker's finish, it feels like, Richard.
Yeah, and very nice celebration as well.
Yeah.
It was good. They all wanted to get in on the action. Every corner, the whole team was literally within 20 yards of Norwich's goal, and it was a nice finish in the end when it came back to him. But you have to say some of the defending today from Norwich was awful.
Darren, what did you make of that defending? Because at times they were stuck at the back there. They were camped in their own 18-yard box, and still City were finding space. The
word I'd use is naive, especially from the fullbacks. Not even good runs, really. And every time the ball was slipped in behind the fullbacks, they were nowhere to be seen. And you saw that with the last goal for Mahrez. You know, the defending's awful, if I'm going to be honest. He had probably 2 minutes to control the ball and put it in the corner. You know, from a Norwich point of view, the defending wasn't good enough. Simple as that.
Now, for that fourth goal, it was Raheem Sterling. I actually just tweeted, all I said was Pep ball. If you were to think of a Pep Guardiola goal, down the wings, the ball gets put in and Raheem Sterling's in that 6-yard box, that was the one today.
It's like a FIFA tapping, isn't it?
Yeah.
The one where that's what it is. That's a perfect Pep goal. You know, he's been doing it for years, from his Barcelona teams to his Bayern Munich teams to this City team. You know, if you're that centre forward and you're in the right place, you are going to get 20 goals a season.
Now, for Manchester City being 4 goals up, you look at them and they were, again, I'll use that word, relentless. They kept on going no matter what moment it was, what minute it was. We saw that Pep was on the sidelines. Cole Palmer got his Premier League debut as well. The lad from Wythenshawe as well. It's great to see youngsters coming on, but Pep, he doesn't let up. Whether you're a youngster, whether you're an experienced player in the team, he will tell you what he wants you to do.
Yeah, I think that's the respect he's got, whether you're the oldest player in the team or the youngest. You know that he's the man and he tells you what to do. But I think the scary thing is that, we were just saying, me and Donny before, they look like they're in second gear, Man City. It really did. They look like they can step up 2 or 3 levels. And I know they're going to have to play better teams, but they play like that against most teams in this league and they're going to have too much.
So Riyad Mahrez comes on, and you must be Norwich and thinking, not another one. They brought Raheem Sterling on, and then they brought on Riyad Mahrez, and it was a great assist by Ruben Diaz as well. He's showing that he's got it all in his locker, and a great finish as well.
Fantastic pass into Mahrez, and like Darren says, the runs don't have to be that amazing because the defending was so poor, but to have the ability and confidence just to trap the ball, have a look up, see where the goalie is, and place it perfectly into the corner was smashing, and it was great because it made it 5-0. What I said earlier,
yeah,
so it's happy days. So,
yeah.
but it was really, really easy at times for City today. They just kept the ball. They were so good. They moved it from side to side, and it takes lots of training, lots of patience, and everything to be that good. And like Darren says, they play like this against any team in the Premier League, and they're gonna win most games.
And it was a great show for the fans, wasn't it, Darren? Having all of them back here at the Etihad, hearing that roar. Great for the players as well, who have played with full stadiums, with no one here at times as well. But to have them back, that must have been good.
Yeah, it's great. You've been away for 15 months, you come back and you win 5-0 at home, and it don't actually get much better than that, does it?
No, it doesn't indeed. I want to highlight another one, another player, Gabriel Jesus. We have talked about him, but just want to highlight once again, there's been so much talk around Manchester City, Sergio Aguero going to Barcelona, but then also Gabriel Jesus being there, linked to many strikers throughout this transfer window. But Gabriel Jesus, the striker we've got, showing that he's versatile. He can play out on the right or the left.
He was super today, and I think he showed his worth to the squad. If Man City do sign a number 9, well, then potentially Jesus' chances in that position might be limited, but he's shown that he's more than capable of filling in wherever is needed, and not just fill in, excel. He was outstanding. He created three goals. His movement was brilliant, and his trickery on the ball was fantastic.
Now, I don't know how Pep does it, Darren, because he must have a drawing board with all of those names on, all of the players that can play out on the wide, the ones that can play through the middle as well. And Jesus, he might have just given him a bit more of a headache.
Yeah, he's probably, Mahrez can play out there, Silva can play out there, Grealish can play out there. You're very lucky that they've probably got 6 or 7 players that can all play in the forward positions. And, if you as a manager, there's not many managers in world football who've got that kind of choices where you bring a player out and you don't lose anything. Everyone who's coming in is just as good. So, it's scary times here. It really is.
We're at the point in the season where there's one game a week currently, if you're Manchester City, that is. Next week it is Arsenal. Early kick-off on that Saturday. They've got a week to rest, recover, and then go again. But it doesn't look like Man City are slowing down.
No, because he'll be able to refresh the team if he needs to. He'll be able to bring, Sterling probably will start. Mahrez might start. So if you're Arsenal, you're thinking, what's going to hit us next week?
Yeah, it must be difficult, Richard, because any team, they will not want to play Manchester City, especially a City team that are scoring goals like this at home as well. Etihad full of fans once again. Anyone travelling here, it's going to be difficult.
It will be, and we said at the start of the show about City starting last season slowly, probably weren't at their best last weekend, and slowly going through the gears. And today they looked in second or third gear, and they went 5-0. Once they raise it again, which they will do after another week's training, it's a frightening prospect for Arsenal.
But before that game on Saturday, we have got the UEFA Champions League draw this week as well. We talked about that heartbreak. We know that Manchester City are still chasing that trophy. We want to get our hands on it. It's going to be an exciting week.
Yeah, always. I think when you get to this level, the Premier League and the Champions League are the two main trophies, and like I say, it's going to be interesting to see, especially with PSG. Obviously, Messi going there makes them even stronger. So it's going to be interesting this draw. See who's got who. It's going to be who we're going to get.
It's going to be so exciting. I cannot wait for that one. That is on Thursday. I'll take PSG, Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. They can come to the Etihad. Ramos as well. We'll deal with them, definitely. There's been plenty of action today, though, in the Premier League. Let's get to some of the scores just here. That early kick-off, 12:30. Liverpool taking on Burnley. It was 2-0. Next up, we've got Aston Villa beating Newcastle at home for Villa, 2-0. Incredible goal by Danny Ings. If you get to watch that one, overhead kick, unbelievable. It was goalless. Crystal Palace against Brentford. That was 0-0. And then next up, an exciting game in this one. Leeds 2, Everton 2. 4 goals in that one at Ellen Road. And then at 5:30, that evening kickoff, Brighton take on Watford. That will be kicking off in 30 minutes' time. But as you know, the final score we have to talk about: Manchester City 5, Norwich 0. Now, it's going to be a tight season, Darren, it feels, with Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea, also Manchester United as well. It's going to be so important Man City are scoring goals, because it could come down to that last day. It could come down to goal difference.
Yeah, I think everyone's got stronger this year. Obviously, Liverpool getting Van Dijk back is a big thing. Chelsea getting Lukaku. Man United spending as well. So I think it won't be a two-horse race this year. I think there'll be 4 teams that will be there or thereabouts. But I still think this squad and this bunch of players are the best in the league. So you expect Man City to be right at the top.
Over the last few years, it feels like Manchester City have raised the bar so high. 100 points, 98 points, and then Liverpool got 97. Liverpool have raised it as well, 99 points. You can't afford to slip up. And after what happened in the first week against Tottenham, the pressure won't be on Pep and the team, but they'll definitely know that they can't lose too many.
Yeah, last year was a bit of a strange one because of the way one season ran into the next and all that stuff. But the general thing over the last few years has been, if you lose 3 or 4 games, you're over almost. Liverpool, I think, losing 1, City as well, losing 1 or 2, and that's the way it has to be. So last week is a setback on the bigger picture. It pushes a little bit of pressure on City. They can't afford to lose games, and it's going to be an exciting season. And like Darren says, you look at their squad, they've got enough players to deal with it all, but it makes for an exciting season with the fans back.
It definitely does. And once again, we'll talk about those fans. You can still see a few of them. They have hung around. I think they want to see some of the players and hear them speak, and possibly listening on their post-match interviews. It's just great having those fans back. It does add an extra element. And if it is going to be a close season, as we said, those 4 teams possibly being at the top, the fans could play a part in it.
Yeah, they will play a part, especially full stadiums. I've seen Liverpool and Man City now in the last 2 weeks against Norwich, and I'm going to be honest with you, Man City were much, much stronger than Liverpool. Even though Liverpool won 3-0, there was a different level that Man City showed today than Liverpool did. So, but it's going to be about the big games, isn't it? When the top 4 play each other, that's when it's going to be decided. So, I'm sure we'll all get to see them games.
Definitely, right. All of those post-match interviews, you can listen to Pep Guardiola, some of the players as well. They will be available on the City app, so make sure you get that downloaded. Also, the full match replay will be available on City Plus from 12 this evening. Yes, 12 o'clock in the morning, I should say, in the UK. So make sure you are across that. Wherever you're watching in the world, make sure you watch that match back. But before we get into that, let's listen to our man of the match. It is Gabriel Jesus.
Gabriel, a man of the match performance from you. You must be delighted.
Yeah. All the team play so good today. We are getting our breathing because most of the players come back after. Because we need some holidays after last season. It was so tough. So yeah, we play so well today and we win the game, the most important thing.
As you mentioned, it was a great team performance as well. How important was it to get back to being the best after last weekend's results?
Yeah. We know that it's going to be so tough for us because, like I said, we come back after. Every team come back early, so we have to come back as quickly as possible because, that's our game. Play quickly, runs in behind, and try to score a goal. That's everything for us.
Just explain what it was like playing here at the Etihad today. The first time in a very long time that you had a full stadium, and you seemed to be pretty dominant throughout the whole match.
Yeah, I cannot remember all last game with our fans because so long. They come, they push all the time. They sing everything for us, so we have to play for them as well.
The opening goal went down as a Tim Krul own goal, but will you be taking it as one of your own?
No, I try to cross because, when I played as a winger before, and when I start to play football, all the time I go and I cross because all the time the striker is there. So I try to cross to Ferran or Jack. And sometimes it's like that, the defender touch and go.
For you as well, personally, now second game into the Premier League, how are you feeling in yourself?
Yeah, I getting back in my fitness, because like I said, I think I'm the last one to come back after holidays, so I need some rest. And then after I have to train hard like always. I don't lose too much power. I'm a little bit lucky because I don't lose too much, so I can come back, train 2 hours or 1 week and get back. So yeah, now I'm fit.
Okay, great performance from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Now he is fit just there, Gabriel Jesus. I always forget I can look at this camera, I can look at you guys just there. Gabriel Jesus was speaking. All of those fans, they have left us at the Etihad right now. What a performance it was from Gabriel Jesus. He definitely is fit. He managed it on the right wing, getting those 2 assists. Manchester City, though, they get 5 goals as they beat Norwich. And I've got to say, thank you, Richard. Thank you, Darren. It's been a great afternoon, and we go again next week. Manchester City face Arsenal, the early kickoff on Saturday at 12:30. So that means that Matchday Live with myself, Sean Gota and Paul Dickoff will be from 11:30. So make sure you join us. Stay safe, have a great week, and we'll see you then. Together, make sure you watch this. Together, the documentary by Manchester City. I forgot to say it. It's great. Watch it.
Let's go, guys. We fought a lot for this moment. Don't drop it now.
I've been part of many teams over the years, but this group has a togetherness, a closeness.
It was a good moment. Did you film it?
We filmed it.
Yeah,
We've got it.
Sometimes the plan doesn't work. Sometimes the plan doesn't work.
How did we lose that game, bro?
What you have to do is miss. Keep going, guys. Stick together.
Pep Guardiola has conjured up another trophy.
Premier League is the best.
different grave.
Such an important figure in the history of this club, and I think one of the greatest.
That's exactly what everyone wanted to see.
Maybe you don't realize what we have done so far. Maybe you're gonna realize when you're sitting there with your kids, with your grandchild, you know, because now you're in the dynamic is like you don't stop, you know.
This was an incredible season, what we've accomplished together. We need to be proud, we need to be together in winning, and you need to be together in losing.